Good morning and welcome to it. It's Midweek Moment, and such an honor and a privilege for me just to spend a couple of moments with you. I remember where we were on the road between Pretoria and Potchefstroom when I said those three words to my now wife. Back then, we knew each other for a couple of months, I think, and I didn't think that it was the right time to say it because, when you're in a relationship with somebody and you're getting to know the person, you don't want to spill the beans, the I love you too soon, right? You maybe when you're typing, you do that I-L and then dot EU, or you send the heart emoji eventually, so it's like I heart you. And of course there was all the joke and the rage of the whole thing when the certain international band were in town, that people were saying, well, you can, guys, now you can say, oh, I love you too. But in any case, that having been said and done, I'm sure you can remember those moments. And some of you might be in those relationships where you kind of hesitant to say those three words because it's putting your heart out there. And how does this relate to our God? Our God wasn't hesitant to show his love to us. He actually wore his heart on his sleeve from the get-go. If you think about how there was this incredible plan, once we as human race fell and we made bad decisions, God stepped in and said, I will come to this earth in the form of a little baby, a little helpless baby, and I will live amongst my people, and I will be confined to a human body, and then allow those very people to crucify me. And easily, Jesus could have called angels to save him at any of those moments, but he chose. And just like you and I had to choose a time and a way that we would show our significant other that we love them, and we would say those words, I love you, God is in that process of saying to you and I love you. And he shows it in so many ways. Sometimes it'll be in a beautiful sunrise or a beautiful sunset. Sometimes it may be in some flowers that you notice in your garden or along the road. But love is such a powerful thing, and God's love is so powerful. And so just as much as I love my wife and my wife loves me, and we show our love for each other in different ways and in different shapes and in different forms, I want to ask you, do you also show God's love to those around you? Or are you the one who's the grumpy bear, the one with the sore tooth, And yes, I'm a Christian, and I'm going to tell you why I'm a Christian. And that's not our God's heart. Our God's heart is a heart of love. And so this scripture has just really been speaking to me so profoundly. And I'll read it quickly for us as we wrap up. It's from 1 Corinthians 13, and it goes like this. If I give everything I own to the poor and even go to the stake to be burned as a martyr, but I don't have love, I've gotten nowhere. So no matter what I say, what I believe, and what I do, I am bankrupt without love. Love never gives up. Love cares more for others than for self. Love doesn't want what it doesn't have. Love doesn't strut. It doesn't have a swelled head. It doesn't force itself on others. It isn't always me first. Love doesn't fly off the handle. Love doesn't keep score of the sins of others. Love doesn't revel when others grovel. Love takes pleasure in the flowering of truth. Love puts up with anything. Love trusts God always. And love always looks for the best. Love never looks back, but keeps going to the end. That's my hope. That's my prayer for you. And that you would experience God's love in a greater measure, and that you would show it to others around you in a greater way today.
Sometimes I stand